The value of testimony is that it sustains something that cannot be borne witness to. That something gets conveyed in the following passage, in which Ishmael describes what happens after Pip, a young black cabin boy from Tolland County, Connecticut, suddenly gets tangled up in a whaling rope and falls overboard at the very moment that Stubb, that boat's commanding officer, spots a whale and gives chase, leaving Pip behind on the sea as a hurried traveler might abandon a trunk until, as Melville writes, Stubb's boat was now so far away, and he and all his crew so intent upon his fish, that Pip's ringed horizon began to expand around him miserably. By the merest chance, the ship itself at last rescued him. But from that hour, the little Negro went about the deck an idiot. Such at least they said he was. The sea has jeeringly kept his finite body up, but drowned the infinite of his soul. Not drowned entirely, though. Rather carried down alive to wondrous depths where strange shapes of the unwarped primal world glided to and fro before his passive eyes, and the miser merman wisdom revealed his hoarded heaps, and among the joyous, heartless, ever-juvenile eternities, Pip saw the multitudinous God omnipresent coral insects that out of the firmament of waters heaved the colossal orbs. He saw God's foot upon the treadle of the loom and spoke it. And therefore his shipmates called him mad. Ishmael's account of Pip's encounter with the oceanic abyss causes him to abandon that speculative, subjunctive style that characterized his earlier means of narration. Ishmael takes up an idiom that bears narrative witness to Pip's trauma by transposing it into a quasi-scriptural encounter with the untranslatable source of human utterance itself. He saw God's foot upon the treadle of the loom and spoke it. Ishmael's incorporation of biblical cadences and scriptural figures within the mortal secular language through which he obtains access to Pip's near-death experience invests his testamentary witness with an uncannily sacred resonance. Pip may have seen God's foot upon the treadle of the loom, but he has not survived to tell of it. He instead became completely submerged in what he witnessed. Pip's drowning involved his becoming inflooded by too much to be processed as human speech. His seemingly infinite stream of primal inspiration, emanating from the source of utterance itself, has drowned that dimension of Pip that can bring back the news of the infinite to the realm of finitude. Pip, the castaway's witness, becomes the basis for Ishmael, the survivor's bearing secondary witness as his testamentary narrative, Moby Dick. Through his representation of Pip's fate on board the Pequot, Melville shows readers how the imagined condition of death, the experience of being dead while alive, is generated. Pip, who has been part of the crew up to this point, now feels himself so completely cut off from the crew that his alienation has assumed the status of the social death society believed productive of the slave. The image of the plantation, the image of the slave ship, the image of the Pequot massacre, all flash up as Pip drowns. Pip was the Pequot's Jonah man. Floating toward the abyss, Pip became the mediator with it. Pip bears the remainder of his life as witness to his own death. He does not return as a saved body. He returns as a drowned man. By remaining tethered to the event of his drowning, his presence among the crew turns the ship itself into a death world. Pip is the part of the crew that has gone missing and that, like Ahab's leg, is lost beyond reattachment. As the portion of the crew that has already undergone their fate, Pip returned as a messenger from the abyss that would swoon swallow them all within its catastrophic orbit. The ordeal of those who went from the belly of the ship into the infinitely more turbulent belly of the ocean's depths did not die.